Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Before we get into this video, I just want to say that I'm feeling much better. I was underneath the weather and sick. I have not uploaded ever since the beginning of April. We are now in mid-April, about to be over with April, but just to get that out of the zone there, welcome to a brand new video. Today in this video, we're going to be sparking a debate, which is the most comfy office slash only one bedroom in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, but what is the most comfortable office in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise? Today I'm going to be tackling down a few offices, probably not getting to everything today, but what is the most comfy office in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise? I've just always wondered that. I don't know if anyone else has made a video about it, but it's just the most off-topic thing is you're sitting there for 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. shift, 5 nights a night, adding those two for bonuses nights, trying to beat 7 Nights at Freddy's. But what really is the most comfortable office out of the whole Five Nights at Freddy's franchise? That is what I'm sparking that debate today. So let's just get right straight into the video. We now go to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 office, the OG, and perhaps. Looking at this office, I feel a little bit confident, I feel a little bit comfortable. I don't know what the seat is. I'm guessing it's one of those kind of Goodwill broken chairs or ones that you get in those computer classrooms, you know, those kind of low budget ones I'm guessing that they're giving you. We get no desk at all, so we can't really put, I mean, the desk in front of us, but we're kind of like 20 feet away at this point. But what are you gonna get from this? Looking at this office room, I feel comfortable, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable that I just don't have that much kind of battery usage. So these two doors in front of me are just going to open up at any time, and there's also anything that can just fly down the hallway and scare me senseless. But looking at this, in my personal opinion, I don't really like tile that much. The tile kind of throws me off here. I don't like cold floors, and rest assured I have to just kind of just live in this a little dump here. So I'm gonna get the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 office probably a 6 out of 10 just because of the doors and the tiles, but you know, it's not because of the scary essence that's going on there. It's kind of just like, hey, well, what am I to say? Now we're gonna go to the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 office. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2 office, well, there's not much to close here. There's just nothing but a flashlight and lights as you get in from the vents, and the vents kind of throw me off because it's just like what I said with the previous office. What is there to hide and where is there to go? From looking at a standpoint here, I mean, the desk is getting a little bit better, you know. It's kind of at my center to where I can put my cup, I can throw my trash, and I can lay out all my paperwork that is to here. I can even probably eat a profitable lunch on this table as well. Do I feel safe in this office? Hold up. Going back to the other office, do I feel safe? No. Going to this office, do I feel safe? No! I don't feel safe in this office whatsoever because there's a pitch black hallway ahead. You know, I am given a flashlight. Thank you very much for that. Do I feel safe in this office? No. Do I like the decor? Yes. The wires hanging kind of give me the chills that this has probably been abandoned for a while. You know, I can see a whole stack of papers that probably say how bad this place is and how bad it went to being very bad, you know, the bad. But you know, you know what I'm looking at here? I'm looking at probably a 7 out of 10. I rate this as a 7 out of 10. As in for the chair, I think, you know, what I said before, I think it's just the computer chair that they usually give you. I wish they had this chair. You see how this chair is? This chair has like a, you know, a good pillow. This was a massage chair, but I'm not a fan of the massage effect with this chair that's going on. It's not to my liking. It doesn't even fulfill the back area there. But looking at this office here, 7 out of 10. Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's something there. We're gonna get through like 5 or 6 offices today, okay? Next up, we have the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 office, and I'm already just gonna jump into it. I feel safe in this a little. I feel safe that I only have one. I know I have a vent, but I feel safe that I have one door and I have a big, enormous window that I can see someone coming by. I can't see anybody crawling underneath the window, but I can see someone walking by, you know, kind of like goes with Trap, you know, that name there, or sort of guy. You know who I'm talking about. I haven't did my gameplay on Five Nights at Freddy's 3 yet on the channel, so I'm trying to avoid any spoilers here. Looking at this office, I kind of feel a little roomy here. You know, I have a bigger trash can, I have a bigger desk, I have cabinets to put anything in there, not children, but, you know, paperwork. This is the type of game that I free the children, you know, from their lifeless souls and animatronic bodies, but that's not what we're getting at because we're not talking about the storyline there. And kind of looking at this, I don't know if I ever seen this 10 years ago primarily, but that kind of looks like dried up blood in that box. Has anybody ever commented on that? But who am I to tell? I'm talking about rooms today. It's kind of like my fine dine and wine of hotels, you know? For the most part, I love how cleaner it is than the first two offices. I love how roomy it is. You know, God, that's scary. I did not notice that until now. There's a toy Bonnie figure just staring at me. But I really like this room. I really love it, even though it kind of looks like it's tearing apart and it's supposed to be a horror attraction. Spoiler. But you know what? Muy bien. I give this an 8 out of 10. I really give this an 8 out of 10. I know this is just going kind of like the one digits here. 6 out of 10 for the FNAF 1 office, 7 out of 10 for the FNAF 2 office, but the FNAF 3 office kind of won me over in a way. Do I like that it's just an open door like that? No, I wish I could just close it. Like it's that parent, go in your room and close your door. You're grounded. But I'm laying at 8 out of 10 for this office. As in for the seat, I really think it's just the same office seat. Next up is the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 bedroom. Not office, but bedroom. Oh, the gods have spoken with this one. They gave me doors for this office. Do I like the little toys that are roaming around? No. But do I feel more safer in this room, not office? I was about to say office there. I give this a 9 out of 10. I'm going with it. This is a 9 out of 10. I get to close my own doors. I get to have my own privacy. But at the same time, there looks like there's no power in this whole house at all. Spoiler alert. I have to use a flashlight. I also have to look around. I have my own bed. I have my own bed with probable demons on top of that bed. But you know what? I got a bed, I got a room, I got doors, I got no and nothing to worry about but these creepy images and paintings on the wall or pictures of Backlord that we didn't even know around that time, but we know now. We have stars, we have a little fan. We never get rid of the fan. You gotta have your fan, you gotta have your circulation going. But for this in particularly, 9 out of 10. I get my own space, I get my own doors, I get everything. I feel much safer in this sort of room, but I might have nightmares, pun intended. Round of applause for the bedroom. The bedroom won the standards that I really love. I just don't know. I just want a comfortable place, you know, to lay my little head for about 5 nights plus 2 more nights and just really get the bang of my buck here. If they had a Five Nights at Freddy's Airbnb, this is the Airbnb I would really love to stay at. But please, 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 let me know in the comments below which Five Nights at Freddy's office bedroom would you want to stay in for 5 nights plus 2 more nights, give or take. Or for an Airbnb. Should they make a Five Nights at Freddy's Airbnb? They should. They absolutely should. That is my ranking for this video. That is my ranking for the most comfortable Five Nights at Freddy's office there is. I don't know. I still don't know if I still don't know if anyone else made a video about this, but I wanted to make a video about this because I was just laying my little head while I was sick, and I was like, wait a minute, I feel so terrible. But you know what else feels terrible? A security guard and the offices that he had to stay at, but also a bedroom. But let me think. What is the most comfortable Five Nights at Freddy's office there is? And that's how this video came about. If anybody else made this video, I would happily check that out and learn your honest opinion about it. But I'm just going to throw this out there. What is most comfortable to you? What is your standards in a Five Nights at Freddy's office if you were the security guard? That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I haven't posted videos in a little bit, but thank you so much for coming back. New videos every week. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and thank you so much for the love and support that you have given me ever since I started this channel. And I always have to throw that out in every single video. I wouldn't be doing the things right now if it wasn't for the support. Even though we are in our stage where we are still starting out here, I love every single thing I make. I love every single thing I put out. I love just making videos for you guys that I now have watchers to tune in, you know? This is awesome. Even if I have one person, that's freaking awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. I will see you on the flip side. Bye-bye!